Brooklyn is known for many things, from the Coney Island Boardwalk to cheesecake to the promenade. But today, we're at Fulton Mall, easily the epicenter of Brooklyn style. We'll explore the trends of yesterday, what's trending today right here in the streets of downtown Brooklyn, as we attempt to find out what exactly is the global brand that is Brooklyn. Let's get started. Well, it is a beautiful day in Brooklyn. We're here at Camerari Cafe. We're gonna chat with style icon, Brooklyn lover, founder of Walkerwear, April Walker, about the phenom that is the Brooklyn brand. Let's check it out. So I'm excited. Can you tell us a little bit about your history with Brooklyn?
I started in Bed-Stuy and we ended up here early on in elementary school, like the age of 10. I've been here since. Dapper Dan's, I'm not sure if you know it, it was a 24/7 custom shop in Harlem on 125th Street.
Tell me about it.
Amazing. He would give you Gucci better than Gucci. Serving everyone from Mike Tyson to tourists that would come from all over the world. So I was like, I could totally do this. Brooklyn does not have that. I was making things that weren't being offered to us at that time.
So tell us about some of the artists and the people that were able to find their way to your door and how you were able to help them find their own style by putting your own signature on it as well.
We didn't have the internet, it was word of mouth. Brooklyn people that you might remember were Shinehead, Shaggy, Biggie Smalls, B.I.G. He lived in my neighborhood. He came in as a kid and was looking on that wall, and we just kind of grew together in our careers.
So can you tell us and our viewers a little bit about Walkerwear?
Walkerwear is a lifestyle brand created because I love fashion. So everyone would ask me for what is now known as bootleg, but then it was like, can you make the pants to fit over my Timbs?
It's that simple.
That's simple. The first Walkerwear item I made was a denim suit. It was baggy because everything was baggy.
Everything.
And this is late 80s, early 90s, and it took off.
Brooklyn literally is just a worldwide brand. Why do you think that hasn't changed?
Brooklyn really has become a mecca or a melting pot for the world. You literally can walk down one block and see like 20 different people looking 20 different ways, and you don't blink. In most of the hoods, that's where we see designs and styles start. And then it goes to the runways of Paris. And a lot of the styles we see are people expressing themselves creatively because they might not have the resources to buy a $800 pair of jeans. So you know what, I'm gonna tear these up and bleach them and express myself. And then guess what? 2 years later, you see it trending. Brooklyn has always been a creative palette to do those things, and then I think it echoes around the world.
Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you for having me.
Yes. First up, Brooklyn Industries, where we'll hear the inspiring story of two artists who took their company to a recognized global brand. Let's check it out. All right, well, we're here in downtown Brooklyn at Fulton Mall, and we're here with Katie, who is a visual merchandise manager for Brooklyn Industries. So Katie, can you briefly just tell us a little bit about the Brooklyn Industries story?
Sure. So our company was founded by Vahap and Lexi. They moved to New York together in 1995, and they were both artists. One day Vahap found a billboard in the dumpster and thought, I could make a bag out of this. And they sort of went from there. They got a factory space in Williamsburg where they lived, and then from there were able to open their first storefront. They lived in the back of it. The Skyline logo actually comes from the view they had on the roof of the factory in Williamsburg.
You were raised in Manhattan, but
I
said, you've been in Brooklyn 7 years, You're starting in that 7-year itch. Do you see yourself ever going back to Manhattan?
No.
Why?
I do like Manhattan, but I just like that Brooklyn's like a little bit more of a community. It's just the vibe. I mean, I think you probably know just an energy about Brooklyn.
So what do you think it is about Brooklyn that is such a phenomenal brand worldwide now? And do you see that sort of stopping, or is it only building up steam?
I think there's something about the homegrown aspect that people really like. Our motto at the company is actually live, work, create. The people who are creating this clothing, they live in Brooklyn and they walk up and down the Fulton Mall and they get inspired by what they see.
Heard it here first. First Brooklyn, then the world. Brooklyn Industries. Thank you so much, Katie. Oh, that'll work. Are you getting the bags? You know what I'm saying? When you get on the train in Brooklyn, people will compliment you on your bag. Like, excuse me, brother, where'd you get that bag? Those are purses. Come on, man, save Brooklyn, keep it real. But this right here, I bet is a big seller. The Kings County with the card king right there, trumping everybody. I like frogs, man. Let's try this baby on. With some shorts. Yeah, here we go. Dress room is over here. Thank you, Katie.
No problem.
Hey, you can't come in here. Stop. So Terrence, here we are at Fulton Mall.
Yes, we are.
Epicenter of Brooklyn style. So many people walking past. How would you characterize Brooklyn style?
Brooklyn style, it can be hood, it can be classic, you know. We're all different.
It dominates because we have many different cultures here. A lot of people come from everywhere.
So the fashion down here is just totally radical compared to where I'm from. Everyone just sort of does what they want to do.
Heels with skinny jeans and some crop tops with string tops, anything like that. A lot of people like the side boob now popping, so like, you know.
I'm wearing joggers myself right now. I'm committing to the trend.
Sometimes some jewelry, some rings, cool hats, you know, not like the Pharrell high top, but just like a little bit low.
Y'all see his hair? You got that? You can get a little turn around, get a little turn. Dude, best of luck with all your endeavors. I appreciate you talking to me today, and just, you know, keep representing Brooklyn, all right?
Thank you so much, bro.
Yeah, no doubt, bro.
All right, man.
Peace.
You enjoy.
All right.
Yeah.
Here we are at Unique Thrift Store on Fulton Mall. Recycle, repurpose, reimagine.
Okay, second floor. Okay. Have a nice day, ma'am.
You can find everything, I mean literally everything at Unique Thrifts. Calvin Klein, Ralph Lauren, Michael Kors. That's crazy. Barney's 16 and a half.
It's a pleasant shopping experience. You've got size rings up and you just go right to what you're looking for. And maybe you'll start wandering around the store and find something else. We have repeat customers like no tomorrow. We've got people that just can't get enough of us, and that's good. They just keep coming in.
Well, that's because they're saving so much money.
That's
You're
correct.
saving them too much money, Dave. They go home like, what am I gonna do with this money? I'm gonna go back and give it to Dave. You know, I really have to say, I had no idea just how big an operation Unique was. And I know quite a few people who told me they come in here. They're like, oh, it's a great thrift place. Now I see why. I appreciate it. Brooklyn appreciates it. So
Yeah, we enjoy being in Brooklyn and we like being part of the community. We sure do.
And you know the best part is, he really means it. I can tell he means it. I can rock it. All right, well here we are with Sean from Crown Heights.
Yes,
Sean,
sir.
can you tell us a little bit about what are some of the key components to your style?
Well, me, you know, if it's a sunny day in Brooklyn, you know, first thing I'm gonna grab is my shades. You know, I don't want everybody in my face. So, you know, you gotta keep the hater blockers, you know what I mean? Of course, you know, I gotta keep on a pair of J's, you know.
A nice watch, yeah, makes you feel comfortable. Brown dress shoes, yeah. Fitted attire helps you feel good about yourself. Then again, you gotta get in the gym to make that happen too as well.
So Franny,
Yes.
you finally made it to
Brooklyn.
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 Okay, so
All right.
what are your first impressions on the fashion of Brooklyn?
Much more eclectic, I would say. It's a bit more of black and white printed jumpsuit from head to toe, or maybe some lime green sneakers with some orange shorts, and men wearing dresses. So, you know, anything goes.
Thank you so much for joining us for this episode of Brooklyn First, Then the World, where we had a chance to catch up with April Walker and talk global trends. We heard the inspiring story of Brooklyn Industries, and our good friend Dave at Unique told us about the business and life cycle of clothes. My name is Aaron Watkins, reminding you that living in Brooklyn is a privilege, not a right. Act accordingly. And accordingly, I'm gonna go get something to eat. I'm famished.